Hello and welcome, this is Melskunner, and we're back with some more Neo Scavenger. Since the last video, I realized that there is an issue with my recordings where the mouse cursor is not being represented in the correct spot, and this is pretty dramatic. I was first clued into this when I was doing a stream of the game, and somebody mentioned it in the chat that they thought that the mouse cursor wasn't in the right spot. I was talking about one thing and the mouse cursor was in another area. Now, I've seen this in other games that I've recorded before, and this is more a problem with the recording end, where I am pointing the mouse cursor in the game, for me, is just fine, but when I take a look at the recordings, it's way off of where it's supposed to be. Now, in the other instances I've seen this, it's only slightly off. For this game, it's like leagues off, and I don't know exactly what's causing the issue, but just so that you don't have any confusion, I just went ahead and turned off the capture of the mouse cursor. You still see my mouse cursor moving around to a certain extent with the hexes being highlighted and everything, but when we get into actual inventories, you won't see my mouse cursor. You might see that I'm hovering over something, but you won't actually see the mouse cursor itself. So I apologize about that, but that's just something I'm going to have to do to try and remove that confusion. In any case, getting back into the game, we are quite a bit tired from the end of the last video because I had to beat somebody to death with my bare hands, and that takes quite a lot out of you. But this is going to give me an opportunity to go ahead and camp in the forest. So we're going to first need to end our turn so we can get some actions. Oh, we do have another survivor here. Now, unfortunately, I do not have any weapons, but we could craft up a weapon here really quickly and go murder that guy and see what he's got. He looks like he's barefooted, but he may have some clothing or other items we'd want. I can't tell if he has a backpack. I don't think he does. He might even already have some wounds because I think I see a red spot on him. I don't know if that denotes an injury or not. But in any case, let's go ahead and open up the crafting menu because we're going to want to do some things here. Now, I'm pretty tired though, so it might not be a wise idea to go over there and try and tackle that guy right now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to craft with the forest. Then I'm going to take the sticks and the twigs, there should be twigs around here somewhere, there they are, as well as my trapping skill, and we'll make ourselves a little bit of a fire. I'm going to remove the twigs, put the fire back in here, and I'll get rid of trapping. We don't need that anymore. Now we've got ourselves a big fire. So I'm now going to take the big stick here. I should have glass somewhere in my inventory, at least I thought I brought some with me. I'm not seeing it now, but I could have swore I had glass in my pack somewhere. It could be here and I'm just missing it. But I'm actually not seeing any glass, which is unfortunate because that means I have no means of doing a lot of the crafting that I'm looking to do. Okay, I may have to go back here. So we've got our fire built. But as I said, I cannot see any glass, and I'm going to need that if we're going to do a lot of the crafting we have planned. So I'm going to go ahead and try and find myself some glass, because that's going to be crucial to what I have planned here. So I'm just going to leave the fire on the ground for now. And I might have to go all the way back over here, so this is going to take a lot longer than I would have liked. I will move over here and just take a look on the ground to see if there's any glass here. I don't see any. I could have swore I put glass in my bag, but it's one of those things that I may have forgotten. I also actually would like to pick up some of these other things too. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that one can. We only really need one can. Okay, so we're going to move over here because there's bound to be glass here. Okay, there is. As a matter of fact, I can make myself some really good quality glass with this broken bottle. I'm going to have to use crafting, though, to do it. And unfortunately, I'm out of moves, so I'm going to have to end my turn. We're going to go into the crafting screen. I'm going to take that glass bottle, which should be somewhere here. There it is. And we're going to use that to make some good quality shards, which we're going to use to craft. So I'm going to want to pick those shards up, and I'm going to put them in my inventory. And I'm also thinking about taking some more glass shards with me, as these are not in bad shape, just so that we have something to craft with. Okay. We've done that. Let's go ahead and go back to our woods. Okay, there's already a guy here, unfortunately, which I really don't want to. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, well, I'm going to just leave here, but first I'm going to throw that out. Okay, so let's just go through all the turn. So, I am sneaking. Okay. Player sneaking towards forest. Stranger advances towards player. Okay. Stranger leaders charges the player. Exposed. Advance towards player. Player alerts into a trap. Player is exposed to an easy attack for a moment. Okay, player stopped hiding. Maybe I could have just snuck away now that I realize that. Okay, so he's going to fall to the ground. And he's going to need a moment to recover. And he is scratched and slashed and battered. So we're going to need to take this opportunity to run away, really. So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to try and retreat here. So I don't know if that actually moves me away, though. I would prefer to move if I can. So I'm going to run because I am outnumbered and they are fairly close to me. This is, might not actually, I really hate that this happened, but I didn't want to have to waste my fire there. So I ran, I got a good distance away from them. Let's try and retreat here. I could do a desperate retreat, which would give me more distance. But there's a possibility I would fall down in things. So let's go ahead and retreat. Okay, we managed to retreat. There is a ton of these guys over here. I think we're just going to have to... Well, first we're going to have to end our turn. Okay, so we're still hiding. They don't see me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a sneaky retreat here, which we managed to succeed. All right, so these guys are chasing after me, clearly. And I really don't want to play this game here. Unfortunately, the fire is what drew them in, I think. There's just a ton of guys here, and we're going to have to leave. Now, this is unfortunate because it does mean I wasted time, but the glass... If I had had it, I would have had a spear, and I would have had a means to fight these guys. These guys are unarmed, really, so this should not be that big of a deal, but... I'm too tired to really deal with them right now, so we're just going to go ahead. I'm still hiding here. I'm going to go ahead and just go into a different forest, and we're going to do our crafting over here. Now, there's a possibility they'll find me again, but I have to get this done, so let's go ahead and confirm. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do another fire here. I mean, they might have just done that for the fire, really. So we've got the sticks, we got some twigs, we need our trapping skill, and we can have ourselves a fire. We're going to grab this, put that up there, get rid of the twigs, get rid of the trapping, and confirm a big fire. We're going to bring that over there, we're going to bring that down there, we're going to put our big stick over here, and we've got ourselves good condition glass. And I'm going to need something to... tie around. I'm also going to want to use my melee skill so that we can craft. So right now we just have a hardened spear is all we would make, but that's not what we want to make. So I'm going to use this because I don't have any other form of doing this. Well, I could use the dirty rag that's around my mouth. Yeah, sure, what the hell. Okay, now we have ourselves a broad spear. Now I could separate out the good condition glass, but this would give me 100% condition broad spear, which is going to be as good of a weapon that we can craft. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. And unfortunately, that does remove the two bits of glass that were in good condition, but we have more glass to be able to craft with later, so that's good. Now, as far as other things go, I'm not in a great position right now, all things considered, and I don't know exactly what all I need to craft. I mean, I would like to sterilize the water we have here, but we don't have any more action points. Instead, I'm going to go to my inventory, And I'm going to eat the soup. We're going to use that. We're going to eat the soup. So that's nice and yummy. I'm going to take the spear. We're going to put it in our hand. So if any of these punks try and come and fight me, we now have a means to do that. And outside of that, I think I may drink a bit of soda here. So we've got a little bit of a caffeine high, and we're also sweating. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I guess we're a little over warm. Let's get our camp going. And for right now, I'm going to rest rather than sleep, just for a little while. Actually, I would prefer, I would prefer to be not out in the open. I would prefer to be out in the woods. There we go. Now we'll rest. Okay, so these guys, one of them may have a weapon here. I really should not sleep in an area where these guys may come after me like this. So this turn might be better spent rather than staying where I am, where I know these guys are going to probably be a problem. I should probably go somewhere else. That kind of bums me out because it does waste the fire. Alternatively, I could wait for them and I could stab them with my spear and kill them. It seems like these two guys are going together. We've already injured the one guy once. It's possible we might be able to kill them. As I said, it looks like the one guy may be armed, although it is on his back. So it's hard to say, but at this point, I'd rather come to them than them come to me. I can rest again just to pass the time. But you know what? I'm going to get aggressive here. I'm going to teach these guys a lesson. So I'm going to look for them. Okay, we did manage to find them. But they can also see me. Now, we're quite a bit away from them. So let's take a look at what they've got. They've got a punch, and they've got some stones. So they might throw those stones at me. Might be bad. So I'm going to demand their surrender. Okay, so what had happened there? We demanded their surrender. He charged at me, and he's vulnerable for a moment. All right, well, we're going to threaten them, show them I have a weapon. So, okay, so he tripped and is fallen. At least one of them has. Now, there is more than one of them, and this is probably foolhardy. I probably should have just left. But I'm going to go ahead and advance on them here, and we're going to just go ahead and kill these guys, because they are clearly deranged and aren't listening to reason. Now, the problem is I'm very tired, and that might cause me some issues with this combat. Oh, one of them is tough. As a matter of fact, both of them are tough. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to continue to advance here. Now, I'll be able to attack them before they're able to attack me, which is good. And then we might be able to spring a trap on them when they are a little bit closer. Okay, so they're getting there. After this turn, we might have them. As a matter of fact, I'm probably better off waiting. I'm going to go ahead and threaten them again. Okay, so we're going to fall back so that we can keep our distance. Okay, so they are in here on me. So I'm going to go ahead. They shouldn't be able to hit me, but I should be able to hit them. This guy's vulnerable. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a melee attack, hopefully stabbing him with the spear. We're going to confirm. Okay, so what happened? He advances towards me. The other guy charged at me. I managed to hit him. Carved into his lower right arm with a broad spear stab. He is stunned and unable to move for a moment. So right now, one guy's closer to me than another. Unfortunately, he is right in my face, more or less. So the other guy is not, though, and that's the guy that's not stunned. So probably what I should do is go after the guy that's not stunned, because he is a current target, and he's not close enough to me to hit me. So I'm going to go ahead and stab him now. Okay, so the Bad Mother leader is bleeding. He charges at me. I land a hit on the one guy, and I tore open his upper right arm, and he is stunned and unable to move for a moment. So we've got this guy stunned. Now, this guy is not stunned. He's no longer stunned anyway. Now, preferably, I would like to back off at this point, but it looks like we more or less have to stand and fight here. So I'm going to go ahead and stab him. Now, these guys, they're both probably not in great shape after me stabbing them like that. So we'll go ahead and confirm this attack. Now, he is going to attack me back. So he does manage to tackle me, it looks like. So I did hit him with my spear before he landed that tackle, which is going to hit him in the upper left arm, and he is stunned and unable to move for a moment. That does mean that the other guy is going to be able to act on me, though. So he fell to the ground and must regain his footing, and is exposed to an attack. I fell to the ground and need to regain my footing, and I need to recover time, too. So we're going to have to wait, which might mean that we get attacked here. So no, they didn't attack me. I'm gonna have to probably just get up at this point. We'll see. I mean, I could roll away, but they'd still be in range of me to attack me. Yeah, they'd still be in range. The one guy I could maybe try and do something, but we'll just get up. Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like the guy hit me with a flurry of blows, which is gonna hurt. All right, so I get up. The other guy rolls away from me. I get hit here, so I'm going to need a moment to recover, apparently. So I got punched in or hit in the head with a rock, and then had a couple other hits with the rock here. So those apparently were pretty bad hits. Okay, so nothing really happened here. The one guy is in severe pain. The other guy is just bleeding. I think we're going to go for him, because he's going to be the tougher opponent right now. So we're just going to do a normal melee attack. Okay, so what happened here? So he's trying to dodge me. I hit him with the spear, lacerated his head with the spear stab. He's unable to move for a moment. He hit me and smacked me in the lower right leg with a stone smash. Okay, so I am taking damage here. Now that guy's stunned, so he's going to be out of the fight. This guy's dodging. Well, you know what? The guy with the stones is the one that's hitting me. So why don't we just go ahead and hit him with the spear again? Okay, so let's see what happens. The one guy charges at me and is exposed to an easy attack. I hit him, the one that was stunned, and I'm going to hit him in the upper right arm with the stab, and his arm has become crippled, and he is now bleeding. He's still stunned. Now, this guy charged at me. He's vulnerable from the charge, so I'm going to go ahead and stab him with the spear here. Okay, so let's see. He tries to parry me. I missed, which is unfortunate. The other guy's no longer... this is not going as well as I would like. Let's go ahead and stab the guy that is... I still want to hit the guy with the stones, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and hit him one more time. Okay, so I did manage to hit him pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and go through this. Okay, so one of them ran from me and exposed to an attack for a moment. So he's the one that ran, the guy that I just hit with the spear. I did hit him with the spear. His lower right arm, which is already crippled, gashed him, and he's stunned for a moment. And the other guy hit me with a punch. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that guy because he's the current threat. We're going to go ahead and hit him with our spear. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. The one guy is in trouble. He goes for a parry, but I managed to hit him anyway, and I cut him in the lower right leg with my broad spear. So let's go ahead and try and give him a leg trip here. Okay, so what happens? He's trying to fall back, but before he is able to do that, we are able to trip him, which makes him fall to the ground, and he is exposed to an easy attack. So right now, we've got one guy on the ground who we can still attack because he is... oh, that's not the guy that I wanted to trip. All right, well, we'll go ahead and hit this guy. Should we try and lure him? Let's try and lure him because that will knock him down too. So we'll lure him. Okay, so let's see. One of them gets up. The leader tries to run for me. He's exposed to an easy attack. I lure him into a trap, though. and he does need a moment to recover. He is hurt in the chest and right arm. Okay, so one of them has managed to get far enough away from me. This guy has not, though, so we'll go ahead and hit him with the spear. Okay, so what just happened there? So he charges me. I am able to hit him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He charged me and tripped and then fell to the ground. Then I hit him and hit him in the lower chest. So he's bleeding. Both of them are bleeding. So this guy in front of me, there's one guy that's further away and there's a guy in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and just kick him to keep him down. Okay, so let's see. He's trying to roll from me. I do manage to kick them and hit him in the lower right arm. So he's still on the ground because he rolled away. He didn't actually get up. So I'm just going to go ahead and stab him with a spear here. And let's see. So he gets up. The other guy runs from me. I try and attack, but I miss. It's probably getting to the point where I'm really tired here. We're going to go ahead and attack him again, though. Okay, so he's demanding my surrender, even though he's the one losing. He's going to charge at me. I hit him, and I managed to hit him in the lower right arm, and he's stunned and unable to move. The other guy that ran at me, we're going to go ahead and attack. Okay, let's go through this. Okay, charges at me. I land a attack. I hit him in the chest. He is coughing up blood. He is unable to move for a moment. He is unconscious, and he has fallen to the ground and passed out. So now we only really have the one target who's still standing. We're going to go ahead and stab him with our spear. Okay, so what just happened? We missed, probably again, fatigue. So let's go ahead and try and attack him one more time here, making sure that we're on the right person. We're going to go ahead and attack. Okay, so what just happened? Moving along, we have one guy's unconscious. We hit him. We hit him in the lower chest. He's coughing up blood. He is stunned and unable to move. He is unconscious. He has fallen to the ground, and so on. All right, now we're going to beat him to death with our bare hands. So we'll switch to the one that is on top of. We're on top of. Oh, okay. It's not actually going to let me attack him just yet. We're just going to wait. Okay, now we're going to beat the living hell out of him with our melee surge. Okay, so he's dead now. We beat him to death, more or less. So let's advance on the other one while he is on the ground. So I'm just going to go ahead and advance. Okay, I fell unconscious. Okay. We'll search. We'll search. We'll search. Search. Okay, so this guy is still around. We'll go ahead and advance on him. We might not be able to get to him before we pass out here, so I really don't know. I don't want to hide. I don't want to run away. I just want to kill him, really. So let's just charge him. I continue to charge him until we get close enough. And I have a feeling that we're going to just pass out from exhaustion again. I don't know how he got so far away from us. Okay, yeah, same thing. Okay, we got the nightfall thing that happens. Okay, we're going to search. Search. Well, this time we slept a little bit better. This was not exactly how I wanted to spend my night, but, what the hey. Okay, we found him. Now we're gonna charge him. And we're gonna find him. Oop, that's not what we want to do. We want to do that. And we're gonna kill this guy. A little bit more protracted fight than I had planned. I might just finish him with the spear here. No, I should be in range of a stab. Alright, fine, I'll switch to the punch, and we'll just continue to advance on him. Okay, let's just hit him with a flurry of blows here and make sure he's dead. Okay. Let's go ahead and do things. Okay, we just found a hunting rifle. That's amazing. Let's put that on our shoulder, because we can. Alright, so that wasn't a really great night spent. Oh, this is a better condition bag than the one we currently have, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. The t-shirt's probably in better condition. The jeans are definitely in better condition. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and, not the boots. To the game. Empty out the jeans. Again, not the boots. And get this better pair of jeans. Put that on our person. We have a nice shoe here that we might want to take. Okay, well, we're gonna want this back, so... This t-shirt's in good condition, so I figure we might as well take that. What about this other t-shirt? Not in good condition, okay. So we'll wear that, put this back on. Okay, what did they have here? Plastic pill bottle labeled. It has antacids. Okay, well, we'll take that and put it in our medical thing. Okay, we've got saltine crackers. We have another one that is thyroid hormone. Okay, we'll put that in here as well. So we've got a couple pills. That's good. And let us try and pick up our other stuff. So we've got the saltine crackers. We've got the ketchup packets. We've got some more ketchup packets. And these stack on top of each other? Not really, but that's okay. And then our plastic bag, we're going to want to empty out. And then we're going to take our better condition bag that we found on this person. We're going to empty that out. And we're going to take our bottles of water here. Make sure that we have the right thing going here. So water, we might be able to top this off. Or not. Alright, that's fine. Okay, water, whiskey, soda, which one might just drink now. Okay, we're gonna do that. Alright. What else are we gonna want to take out of all this? Could take the backup clothes. The small parts are gonna be important. The glass I want to take. We can take the baggie and put that in our pocket. Okay, I think that's going to be it. So we'll just pick up the spear again. So the gun's going to be important for maybe later. Unfortunately, I don't have the range attribute, so I don't actually know a lot about this gun or what kind of ammo it needs to take. That's one of the things that comes with that range skill. Okay, so we've got stuff. You know what, actually, we might want to use both plastic bags here, because shouldn't that be better cargo capacity? Because we can put this here, and then we can grab... I'm tempted to grab the shoe, because that's a right shoe, and it's in better condition than the one we have, and in case that wears out, we've got a backup shoe. Because being barefoot's kind of bad. Okay, alright, well, I think that's going to be it for... Oh, actually, we can take some water here. There we go. Alright, so we managed to kill these guys, get them off our back. We get some stuff out of it, the rifle being the big thing, but the other plastic bag is nice as well. I don't trust these berries, even though they were being carried. I just don't know what I think about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and go back to our camp, which is probably has the campfire burn out. But you know what? We'll do that in the next video. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.